buffs to this special episode of BTV. Today, we're here at the State Fair with some interesting stories to help fairgoers navigate the festivities this year. Most people come to the fair for a fun-filled day, but who knew you could learn things too? Reporter Jack Elliott takes us to the State Fair Museum to show us the lengthy history it holds about this annual event.
Here at the State Fair, the Layer White House holds the history of the grounds it was built on.
It was built specifically by the Kansas Fair's Foundation, who raised the funds for it, to be a museum to preserve the heritage of the fair.
The museum features rotating attractions that cycle throughout its exhibit every year.
It's come when there was, I think, the race theme one year and the nostalgia theme, which was really neat to see all the old grandstand acts and all that.
This year, what happens inside this building actually happens outside the State Fair.
Well, this year's film is when the fair is not here, when it's not the fair. We're trying to showcase what all the fairgrounds can be used for throughout the year.
Actually, I had a daughter that got married on the fairgrounds, or had her reception, I should say. So we had it next door, so that was really neat too.
And we have the Mennonite Relief Sale, which has also been here since the 70s. That's like usually the second weekend in April. We have had races on the fairgrounds, like the Grand National races, since 1958.
The museum is very important to the State Fair because it helps keep the history of the fair alive.
Well, we're afraid the history is going to get lost. This is like the 110th year, I believe, for the fair.
I think if we'd lose the museum part, that would be very sad, because I think that it's come for us to have an opportunity to appreciate the many, many years of the fair and the many, many people who have built the fair into what it is now.
The State Fair has a lot of history, so go pay the Layer White House State Fair Museum a visit. For BTV, I'm Jack Elliott.
Thanks, Jack. What a wonderful way to learn about agriculture and history all in one place. Moving along, we'll take a trip to another one of the many agricultural buildings at the fair, the Dairy Tie Barn, where reporter Jasmine Snyder explains what it's like to work with cattle as a dairy farmer.
Every day, dairy farmers take care of the cows to make sure they're in good condition.
You're milking the cows twice a day, taking care of them, making sure that they have good feed, nice fresh water, a good place to sleep.
It's very hard work. It doesn't seem like it if you would watch us in the milk barn because we put milkers on, but we have to make sure that they're completely milked out or it gets very hard on the cow.
The farmers adore their cows and put in great effort to take care of them.
I love teaching. I love the teaching industry. A lot of kids come to see the program and learn a lot about how milk goes from the cow to their dinner table.
Probably the biggest reason is because I like dairy products and I love my dairy cows.
While some people might not know, it's actually marvelously healthy.
Dairy milk is so healthy. Just 8 ounces of milk is packed with 13 vitamins and nutrients. Gives us more energy and it's more hydrating than water.
Make sure to come visit the cows at the State Fair. For BTV, I'm Jasmine Snyder.
Thanks, Jasmine. What an utterly fantastic story. Now, learning is fun and all, but I think we all know what people are really here for. The food. But what about those with dietary restrictions? How could they possibly enjoy the fair without delicious food? Believe it or not, there are more options than you might think. A few booths we've spoken to are well aware of potential limitations and have options for people with celiac disease or other allergies.
My husband has celiac, so that is one of the reasons that we have so many options, and we're trying to implement more. Because especially kids, you come to the State Fair and it's hard to find stuff. We want everybody to be able to enjoy the food.
But if it gives you an opportunity to still experience the fair to the best of your ability, to get you something here, even at the dairy bar, that you can enjoy, I think everybody's excited about it. So.
Well, I'm glad there are opportunities to have fun at the fair and spend time to the fullest despite sensitivities or allergies. That's all for this year's special episode of BTV Buffs, and we'll see you all next year.